we cannot have a character that looks like the bad guy. We cannot have a character that looks. We wanted to have something very equal, that even the audience at the end, they don't know who she should go with, if she should stay or if she.
So, hi, I'm Jonatan Blomberg, writing for MovieZine in Sweden.
Nice to meet you, Jonatan.
Right back at you. So I watched Fingernails yesterday, so I would have it fresh in my mind, and I really loved like the feeling you have while watching this movie. So I'm sure everyone else will love it too. So I wanted to start off by saying that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to know a bit about how you kind of. I know that when you wrote Apples and directed that with a friend of yours, you got an offer to direct a movie someone else had written, but passed on that opportunity because you wanted to write something yourself and direct it, and this was that movie. And now when you're doing it in English for your first time, I was wondering if that were anything that was different in how you went about making this, doing it in a different language, because I couldn't tell that was your first time doing it in that way.
No, I mean, making movies is, I mean, the cinematic language is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I think that the most important is, even when you are making a movie in Greek or in English or whatever, it's just to keep your tone, your creativity, and and I think that in both movies we try to keep, because they're all both personal stories and they are both scripts that we wrote, so we knew exactly what we wanted to make, and we wanted to make something that it feels very much close to what we love in cinema. So no, it was very, very easy to adapt from Greek to English, to be honest.
Well, that's good to hear, because I really hope we are getting a lot more in the future as well. And in this movie, of course, everyone is going to love Riz and Jessie, but I wanted to kind of put my weight to Jeremy Allen White as well, because in a lot of movies, I feel like his character would be like the bad guy in a way, but here he is truly like everybody else. He's living his life thinking that he has true love, but he's not doing anything more when he has that information. But he's not a bad guy in any way. So I was wondering what kind of directions you gave him in this movie, because he's playing a really important part for the other two.
It's exactly what you said, and thank you for saying that. I mean, we try to create exactly, because also when we casted Jessie and Riz at the beginning, we were thinking that we cannot have a character that looks like the bad guy. We cannot have a character that looks. We wanted to have something very equal, that even the audience at the end, they don't know who she should go with, if she should stay or if she. And he's not a bad guy. It's. I mean, if we would have made it in the typical American way, probably we would have made him the bad guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But for me, it's much more powerful when you're creating something that feels a little bit more, that you don't know exactly what she will decide and why it's about the one or the other. It's not about the one or the other decision. It's not about that there are two great characters. It's just there are two great humans there. It's just that she wants to follow her own heart, and that's the most important. And she wants to follow her own feelings.
Yeah, and although this is, it kind of feels like there is a sci-fi element in the background of this, but it doesn't take the forefront, and you kind of downplayed this scientific parts of the story. I was wondering how you wanted to play around with that in this movie.
We try to create, because it's love is timeless, and also we created something really timeless in the movie. The last reference is Notting Hill, that the people are watching in cinema, because Hugh Grant is the only one who knows what is love. And so we wanted to create that that feeling of this is something timeless, and also we're trying to make a direct comment on technology and how technology has affected the way that we experience love. We felt that it will be more powerful if we will create something that doesn't have exactly the science fiction, but it feels more grounded and it's more in the mind of the characters, and it's more a what if story.
Yeah. Well, I appreciated it, and I'm sure a lot of other viewers will as well. So thanks a lot for giving me the time to speak with you, and best of luck with the premiere now.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching the film. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.